ICA, what can you say about a church so amazing in such a little time? 30 years of rich, incredible history, countless amount of people coming in and coming out, but yet changing the world as we know it. Casa de Alabanza. At first, they didn't have it all figured out, but they were a group of people who loved God and they wanted to come together and worship and praise and learn about Him. They came for Bobby Cruz and Richie Ray. I mean, Richie on that piano, holy cow. Bobby singing, that voice is just beautiful. And all different types of Latin percussion. Just heavenly. Those services were amazing. The music, of course, the best. But it didn't just stay in that building. They spread all over Miami, just touching lives and changing the world. What a time to be alive. The church was tiny, but yet it was on fire. God was moving and everyone was changing. Relationships were being formed. That corner on 27th Avenue was completely unrecognizable. It was alive. It was like if something had completely changed how everyone around it saw it and how they acted. Life was truly there. It was like seeing a tiny baby be born for the first time. At the rate that God was moving, our little rented space couldn't handle all the craziness that was coming. So we had to move. It's time to get going. And on to 72nd. A new generation, willing, at no matter what cost, to do what it takes for the glory of God. Along with this new generation came a feisty group of people. Now these kids were so wild that they definitely changed how Casa de Alabanza looked. They threw plays, they did many events, and all they did was just laugh and enjoy each other, and just the retreats were so crazy. Let me not even talk about that yet. But from those retreats, from those times they spent together, families were formed, couples, relationships, and from those relationships flowed children. Now we have all types of kids all over the place. Little babies, strollers, lanes completely covered in strollers. Because of those wonderful times at retreats, at plays, at get-togethers, those times eating at Burger King, car washes. Oh my goodness, those car washes were super great. But from there, that's where the family grew. And that's where our family grew. And we grew into something bigger and better. And we moved on. And now, that's what we're doing right now. This church has gone through many ups and downs. Through these 30+ years, we've had many happy times, but also as well, many sad ones. We've lost people, and so many have been born into this church. Now just imagine what's gonna happen in these next 30 years. How many people are gonna be born to this church? How many lives are gonna continue to change and shape how this city and this world is gonna become? God has called all of us to be a part of something incredible. And in this church, you are not just someone who sits or someone who worships or someone who works, but you are a vital organ in the body of Christ. Which brings us to today. Casa de Alabanza wouldn't be the church it is today if it wasn't for you guys. If it wasn't for the families, for the relationships formed. Whether you've been here for 30 years 10 years, or you just got here today, we want you to be a part of our family. And we hope that you can enjoy our little gift from us to you. Winter Lights.